Belonging, a date-night episode of the Starlight Chronicles, written by C.S. Johnson, narrated by Nicholas Santasier. Author's note on this story. This episode of the Starlight Chronicles is set between Book 4, Remembering, and Book 5, Continuing. Belonging. I've never been one to be afraid, not if I could help it, or if I could control it. So it struck me as odd, as I fiddled with my shoes and straightened my button-down shirt, to find myself feeling nervous. My fingers twitched, and I had to take a steadying breath to get my jacket on. "Don't be silly," I murmured to myself. "It's just Rhea. 6 months ago you hated her." Which was probably the problem, I conceded silently to myself, as I glanced around my room, looking for my phone. I'd grown so used to Rhea, as both opponent and friend, that officially taking her out on a date, as opposed to hanging out or running into her while I was out, seemed just too surreal. I mean, what are we going to talk about? I eyed myself in the mirror. Steady, Hamilton. "Oh, just stop it, would you?" Elysian whined. "You'll be fine. I don't even know why you're worried." "Neither do I." "Shut up, Elysian." Despite my agreement with him, it was too much fun not to stick my tongue out at him. "You're just jealous that you don't have any lady dragon friends to take out tonight." "Some of us prefer not to look like an idiot," Elysian retorted. "Why do you think they call it falling in love, as opposed to dancing into love, or some other less awkward description?" I grinned. "Good point." "Whoa, you're not going to argue back?" Elysian snickered into his claws. "And you're even agreeing with me?" His laughter loudened before I smacked his tail. "Hey, cut it out," I hissed. "Cheryl and Mark are actually in the house today." "What are you going to tell them?" Elysian asked. "The truth," I said, which made his cheeks puff out with further laughter. I sighed and folded my arms across my chest. "Are you done yet?" "Almost," he wheezed. Yeah, don't choke on it, I guess." I ran through the checklist inside my mind, and then, satisfied, I headed for the door. "See you later." Knowing Elysian as I did, I knew he would likely slither out the door, or window, behind me, especially since I'd provoked his interest by admitting I was telling the truth to my parents. Of course, I was not going to tell the complete truth, and that was only if I had to. With any luck, I thought, I'll be able to slip out of here with Cheryl none the wiser. Instinctively, my steps grew silent as I bolted for the door. "Hamilton," Cheryl called, predictably, just as my hand was on the doorknob. "Where are you off to?" "It's Friday. We got a football game down at the school," I reminded her. "I'm done with all my work, and I promised Jason I'd be there." She walked into the room, her own coffee mug half empty, and glanced over at me. "You're going alone?"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?